my life has kind of changed. I'm much more calm compared to earlier. Earlier, I was like a little hyper with my teaching. Today, I have learned to compose myself where I can teach in a systematic manner. I know what to do. Uh, I have learned so many new things of differentiated learning and Bloom's taxonomy and so many concepts which I never knew existed. Sorry. I would say that teaching is a calling. Okay, this is what I've always learned
Yeah.
because I was in a different industry many years ago, and it was not satisfactory at all. And
Mm.
one fine day, I said, "Let me try this just for
Mm.
fun." Like you said, the last resort. And believe me, when I entered, when I started doing my initial training, I realized that this was it. And I needed to teach. I needed to share what I know to my kids. And that's how my journey began way back many, many years ago. And I was very comfortable, like how you say, no, you're very comfortable in your little zone that,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a teacher. What I know, I share. And that's it, right? And then when the COVID broke in, I realized we started with online, okay, being in Mumbai, where it's we were, not anymore, a little laid back where technology is concerned. And then when I was forced into it, I realized that, hey, I have a craving to learn new things. I got in touch with Surasa, and I was a fan of Surasa for so many years. And everything that Surasa did, I was to connect and check to see, watch many master classes, learned a lot, and that was a great achievement. And then I got to know through Surasa that they have a course called PGCTL. And I was very excited. I said, hey, I must do something for myself. I need to upgrade myself. I can learn much more, and that will have an impact. But somehow or the other, I tried getting in touch. You know, somehow or the other, it just didn't click. Uh, I was not given the right information, whatever. Maybe it was not meant to be, like how I say,
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
has a reason, everything has a time. And I was very dejected about it. And then I said, I want to learn. I need to learn. I cannot let go of my life just doing nothing and just being happy with what little knowledge that I had. So that's when I enrolled into another course, a 2-year course, uh, desperately to learn. I enrolled and I was supposed to start my class in the next week. And I
Okay.
just don't know. I get a call from Surasa,
Yeah.
and they asked me, do you want to do your ML? And I said, you asking me? I want to do my PGCTL, and you're not giving me a chance. And you're asking me for ML? He says, yeah, why don't you try? I said, are you sure? I had to ask him thrice. And he says, yes, why don't you come I will set up an interview with Miss Lulu. And I said, okay, fine. What do I have to do? First, he had an interview with me. And then he said, no, nothing. You just be yourself. And I remember we had an interview together. You interviewed me, and it was a disaster. I was so upset with myself. I said I should have prepared, but I just went with the flow. And I realized when I spoke with you, you asked me things, and I found that I don't know half the things around. I didn't know concepts. And then I said, oh my God, do you think I need to do this course when I don't know anything? You see, anything, what I thought I knew. And anyway, I did my IELTS, and I think I was, you see, destined. I breezed through the entire thing. And I remember the first class, um, I think I was the dumbest person around. Believe me, I was the dumbest person around. We
You
were
were
only
only
seven of us.
self-conscious, maybe.
No, really, because the others were so well read, and
Mm.
they were in schools where they were, it was international schools. So obviously, it made a lot of impact. Well, I
Mm.
came from a state board school, or I do come from a state board school,
Mm.
so the knowledge is only so much, right?
Yeah.
And I was very proud of what little knowledge that I had. And then anyway, it went on, and as I went through. each class, I suddenly found that, hey, I need to buck up, I need to learn more. And as I went through each module, I was so enthusiastic. I said, if I am the dumbest, I am going to try and at least move ahead.
Work the hardest.
Move ahead. I need to move. And I was so determined. And I must thank God for the support I got from my kids, from my husband, my sister. Like they really coached me. No, you can do it. And there were times I used to cry. I said, no, I cannot do this course. It was very tough for me because I was coming back to education, learning myself, after many years. It was a very tough call. And plus when you're teaching and doing your assignments, attending classes, so your family kind of goes into the background. So, but they were very supportive. And it was very difficult, really, really difficult. But I would thank God for that and the determination that He helped me through every step. And I tried to, plan my assignment such a way that I would never try and give it late. I didn't believe in late submissions. And I would try to redo it and in my own little way. It may not have been perfect. It may not be good also, just average. The very fact that I moved one step ahead, that itself boosted my morale. And that helped me to move ahead. And when it came to teaching, my life has kind of changed, I'm much more calm compared to earlier. Earlier, I was like a little hyper with my teaching. Today, I have learned to, compose myself where I can teach in a systematic manner. I know what to do. I have, learned so many new things of differentiated learning and Bloom taxonomy and, so many concepts which I never knew existed, sorry, earlier. But now I've used them in my class. I use them rather. And, somehow I've found a difference in my kids. I found a difference in myself. And slowly the aura has spread to my co-teachers in a little teeny weeny way. I can't impose things, but I always say, hey, I'm doing this. Would you like to know more about it? Let's do this. And they say, hey, why not? And that kind of influence in a very niche manner, but I'm trying to bring about a little change in my surroundings. And that's what helped me grow. I have grown. I would say when I started off, I started as a small little cocoon. And today I could say that I have actually, broken open and graduated or whatever, blossomed into a fine butterfly who has been hopping over in the garden of education where the flowers are my children. I could, as well as touch them personally in terms of, giving them more knowledge, more attention. And I think I'm very happy with the kind of person I am today, more confident. I can breeze through a room and I can just share my, graduated knowledge that I have learned. I may not use big terms, but just that little thing. And this has given me confidence so much so that I've got a promotion. I'm heading my department right now. And when I went for the interview, I couldn't believe myself. When questions were asked, I could answer them. And, in terms related to what I am teaching, you see, which gave me an edge, a positive edge over the interviewer. So I would just say that this course, which I was always having a doubt whether I should have completed or no, I used to keep calling Ashima and say, Ashima, I don't think I'll be continuing. Twice I called her up. I said, I don't think it's going to happen. No, you try. Don't worry. You try. You continue. And then I used to cry, at home with my sister and say, I'm leaving this course. It's too much. I cannot handle it. And she says, okay, leave. No. I said, I'll try again, and that kind of, that kind of helped me through. And today I can, I'm really feel that uh, what you say, it is a great fulfillment for me that uh, I could do it at this age. My age, I'm not young anymore, but I have done it. And I don't know what else can I say, but I have, what you call, I can handle things better. I can teach better, better educator. I have transformed into, a person who I was, from what I was to what I am today. I myself can, what you say, recognize myself. I could say that.
Okay. So like you appreciate yourself more. You
Yes,
value.
yes. I really feel good and confident. And how you
Amazing.
say, I don't know, I can't put words in my mouth, but I have grown not only physically, emotionally, mentally,
Emotionally.
but educationally. This preparing, I learned to be a little more systematic with the guidance of Mr. Peter, and the flow,
Mm.
a little. It was, I now today when I look at it and I say, no, I could have done a better
I could
job
have
than
done
that.
better. Yeah.
Now I realize that was a very, what do you say, immature kind of thing. But I was looking at that masterclass the other day and I said, I can do better than this now compared to my first. So now I kind of got my base right. I knew I can go ahead. Then when came to the panel, I was really petrified about that because I had to deal with international speakers and people who are much, in the broader field, and connecting with them, getting them to, cajoling them, trying to convince them to join a little immature person trying to. So that was it. And then I kept enticing them, you're getting a chance to be at an ITU university, you'll go live and, a little, and then they just fell for it. Thank God for that. And it was a great achievement. I mean, it was so good. And I think the panelists were so cooperative, and that also gave me, I mean, it really is a real great, like, hey, I can do a lot of things, I never just knew that. Earlier I was a teacher, just a teacher. Now I'm in charge of all the teachers. I would say that.
Which
so
department?
the head. If it'll be a little different from the regular school. This is a state board where it is run by the priests and nuns here. So they have their own private schools. So we have the head on top, and that is called the manager. Okay, and then you have a head teacher, and below that you have your teachers. So now I have got a promotion and I become the head teacher. So
but which is it? Elementary?
I'm in the primary, yeah. So we have about 16 teachers whom I just help them through and overlook the entire thing. So it is more like now I am what you call their guide, more than me being in the class. So it is something like that. But it was really tough for me because I had a different outlook, and what was expected of me was something different, totally different. So, but it was a lovely experience for me, which I know I was doing it for the first time, so I should say that it was okay for me. But getting the children to giving them worksheets out and checking on them, making a record of them. It's just
what was it about? What was your action research about?
Now I'm blank. 1 minute. It was more about story mapping.
Okay.
Story mapping, So you have the different stages of story mapping. You have the characters, then you have the sequencing, and then you have the plot. Then you have the problem and the solution, just the 5 steps, and how each week I taught them one part of it, and then with the help of a story, how we kind of, moved out and all. So now generally my class is we have 60 students in the class.
Oh my.
That's a big amount.
Oh my.
A lot of children. So and it's a total different situation compared to how you have it in IC boards and
Mm.
IB schools. Totally different. So when you're talking about a big crowd, and then you have to remove I just removed 10 out from there. I couldn't take a bigger crowd. It was very difficult. And just looking after those 10 and working on them, 5 were very, very weak students and 5 were great achievers. So, and then a little gradation here and there. And then I watched how they changed, every week. I did it for around 6 weeks, and working with them. And you know what? I got feedback from parents. Now, we don't normally do all this in our school. We are just a little, if you've been following state board, it's totally different. And then I got feedback from parents saying, what have you been doing in school? These kids come and talk. Today we did this story and this, and they're explaining the different types of the parts of the story.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, I found my kid, asking me questions or sharing with me things. Then I said, okay, great, I'm achieving something. Why not work with the other kids? So what I started doing is towards the end, because then it was just segregating all of them. So I tried bringing the entire class, working with the entire class in an informal manner. And I put them in bigger groups because I couldn't handle 60 kids, right? And then tried doing the same thing with all of them. I didn't get great results, but I found that those who were with me earlier were able to, guide. Both will be on, if I'm talking generally, it will be both 9 on 10. 9 on 10.
Okay.
Definitely. A very good program, very combustant as well as, a very tedious one. And I think a person who can do it, and if I manage to do it, anybody can do it. I believe that, But it also depends on the person. How determined they are. Yeah, that's it. If you don't have the determination,
they have the passion in them, because if someone is not passionate, they'll not be able to do it.
I don't think I would have succeeded if I did not have that that little seed of that goal setting where I needed to complete it no matter what I would do it. No, I feel I don't know, I think I've said it all, that I've really grown. I really feel good about myself as a person. And I have been able to, achieve small achievements, but this small achievement has given me a kind of a goal that, hey, I can do things and I can look forward further to do something better than this.
Amazing.
But I don't know, maybe I'm not doing enough for that and I need to work on that. So first thing I know,
you've done enough right now until you've reached here, but now you have the scope, you have the space. Yes, you can do more.
Yeah, okay. I was asking Miss Darin, please help me with the job. She said, no, you have done so well. You can manage to get a job on your own. I said, oh. I said, no. She said, now you're an MEd student. You are bold enough to do it on your own. So I said, it'd be nice if I get a training of, how to answer questions. No, we don't help MEd students. We have made them perfect.
I want to say that I love your energy. I'm so inspired. I feel, you just gave me a lot of validation that what we are doing is in the right place. We are changing lives and we are able to put that passion again in teaching. We are able to have teachers love their job again, because sometimes we tend to, as you said, to stay in our comfort zone and become bored and just, it's another day on the job. I feel so inspired when I see teachers with this passion. Actually, it's you who have made this program for yourself so outstanding, right? Multiple people can do the same thing, but each one would reflect their own personality, their own journey. I'm so proud of your achievement. I'm so proud that you took this on yourself and saying, yes, this is my personal growth journey and I want to make the best out of it. And this falls on the lines with every time I talk with any of our teachers, I tell them, this is what we want for you. So I'm so happy to see that you were able to achieve that for yourself. And I'm confident this will be the start of so many achievements for you. It will open so many doors. We will always be around. We will always be in the background, rooting for you, helping you with any opportunity that can come up.
Thank you.
So a big congratulations from my side. A lot of love from my side.